Today we talk a little bit about Whitney Ranch. So if you're someone who's moving into the Sacramento metro area, you love master plans communities, you don't mind being on the 80 or the 65, and Rocklin California has piqued your interest, we're going to talk about Whitney Ranch, a master planned community in Rocklin, California. And we're going to talk pros and cons, and we're going to get into it and talk a little bit of if this is one of those areas you should be exploring. The community's awesome. I just spent the last 4 days going up to that community as well. My team sells in that area a lot. So let's talk a little bit about Whitney Ranch right now. Okay, so Whitney Ranch is located, like if you're going on the 80, then you hit the 65, you see that sign that says Rocklin, Whitney Ranch, you get off on that exit, and you start heading up the hill to Whitney Ranch. It's a beautiful community. It really, really is. If you're looking for something with like a resort feel to it, you're looking for something great for the kids, you like golf, you got like, Whitney Oaks close by, you got Catavadera close by, you just want everything. It's a great community. I mean, it's one of those communities in the Sacramento area, master plan, that everything there is pretty much new. I myself live in Gold River, and Gold River is an older community, master planned. But in Whitney Ranch, especially the tippy top, the new home building that happened there, it's just everything is new. The price point, probably get in there maybe for a 3 and 2, maybe around like low 7s. But for the most part, it's really, really nice houses. You can find everything. You can get views. Like I said, they have the ranch house up there, $80 HOAs as of June. Fantastic for the kids. The couple that I was actually working with for the last few days, they came in from the Bay Area, and they were looking for something that they wanted something really, really nice. They wanted views. They wanted everything. But the main concern for them was they have 2 kids that are in high school, and they wanted to basically get into an area where the kids had stuff to do. The community was good, and they just felt like they were jumping into something that was already there. Whitney Ranch really caught their eye, and we went everywhere. We went to Serrano, we went to Folsom Ranch and everything too. But the thing that was really nice about Whitney Ranch is that it's on the tail end of being built out. So that just means that you can kind of get a visual on exactly what this community has to offer. The location is fantastic. It gives you that separation between like shopping, but also gives you that feeling of like driving up the hill, going to your house, and being like in your kind of compound, which is nice. Since COVID, a lot of people love that. So Whitney Ranch really, really caught their eye, not only because they can get an amazing house there, the views and everything too, but mainly because they felt the community vibe up in Whitney Ranch. So I wanted to do this quick video because, I told them, I'm like, you guys, it's amazing to see it through your eyes, to see what you guys are seeing. So I want to cover a little bit of the basics on Whitney Ranch. It's a master plan community, right? And the very, very tippy top is where the most recent building has happened. We got the new home company who had 2 communities, really nice homes, not what they're doing up in the other Rocklin community they have, or New Home, or in Folsom, but nice little homes, really, really nice. Then you had what's called Richmond American. You had JMC as well too, and you had Tim Lewis. All great builders doing really nice stuff. JMC, definitely, their later communities, the 4 that are still remaining, are still the larger kind of communities. You got Prominence and you have Tribute, which are offering some nice big floor plans. Then their other 2 communities are catering a little bit more towards the smaller houses. In fact, one of their communities actually caters towards 3 bedrooms, 2 baths, around 1,500 square feet. But you can get in there in the 600s, which is insane for Whitney Ranch. Now, it's advertised that Toll Brothers is also located at Whitney Ranch. It is not. It is like a 15-minute drive from Whitney Ranch, and it's definitely outside the community. But in the community right now, what you're noticing is that Tim Lewis is coming to the end of their build cycle. They do have some stuff that's falling out, and they do have some lots they can sell you. But for the most part right now, the big builder right now is JMC with their 4 communities. Okay, so what's the big attraction to Whitney Ranch? Well, here's the thing. Folsom Ranch is kind of creating their kind of imitation version of this. Not imitation, but another version of this, a master plan community with Folsom Ranch. But we're talking 2030 before it's built out completely. Folsom is one of those destinations everybody loves. Now, the thing with Whitney Ranch is, as soon as these 4 communities by JMC are done, it is done. It is completed. The community is done. Elementary school is already going. You got Whitney High, which is super close by. It's a nice community. You can have everything from smaller houses, like I said, in the 600s, to big 4,000 square foot houses that are over 1.6, 1.7 million. So there's a nice range of everything as well too. I have yet to find a community that offers as much stuff, being new, in the Sacramento metro area. Now, I live in Gold River, which is also a master plan community, but everything here is relatively older, right? We're talking like 80s, 90s and everything too. Now, as far as a new community that's pretty much on its way to basically setting off for sale, no more building, Whitney Ranch is definitely one of those communities I would definitely look at if that's what I liked. If I didn't want to deal with nails in the tires, windshields cracked, a bunch of trucks here and there, and construction everywhere I look, Whitney Ranch definitely has a great appeal. Now, how does it compare to other newer master plan communities like Russell Ranch or like Folsom Ranch? Well, in Russell Ranch, you're paying close to $300 HOA. Now, at Whitney Ranch, you're paying $80 as of June. You get basically the same amenities. And so for me, it's kind of crazy that both offer the same kind of thing. One is $80 and one is $300. So I think that that's a little out of control. So that's one of the things I do like about Whitney Ranch. Now, Folsom and Rocklin are two destinations that definitely butt heads. There are a lot to offer. They both have a lot to offer. One is on the 80, which is Rocklin. Well, 80-65. And then you got the other one on the 50, which is Folsom. Both fantastic destinations. But if you're looking for something, like I said, like a master plan community that's pretty much like almost done, you got to look at Whitney Ranch. Great homes, great community atmosphere. I mean, I went out there one time when I was showing houses out there when school was letting out, and it was crazy. There's like golf carts dropping off kids. Everyone was talking. The events really do happen at the community, like the pool and everything too at the ranch house. It is a great community vibe if you're looking for that. If you're saying to yourself, you know what, look, we're moving out to the Sacramento area. We want a community. We want a nice house, but we also want the kids to be able to have things to do, get to know people. It's a really, really rock star community, and it's in Rocklin, California. And as we all know, Rocklin has gone up and up and up in house prices. So it's a great spot. Now, if you're looking for something new, I think JMC has 4 offerings that are really, really nice. Like I said, Prominence is a big one, and they're almost sold out. And they've got the big 4,000 square foot houses, the extra garage and everything too. But they have basically they have 4 different offerings that'll, get you anywhere from 600,000, mid sixes to over maybe 1.456. So that's what you're looking at for new homes. Now, as far as competitive resale homes, there's not too many. There's some stuff going maybe a 3 and 3, I think, over in Whitney Ranch currently for about 720, 730. So that's kind of what you're looking at. But what you get is so much of a community vibe. You get nice upscale living, and it's really, really a community vibe with the new home feel to it. So if that's your jam, I definitely say check out Whitney Ranch. I love that area. And if it was me personally, I was thinking about making the move, Whitney Ranch definitely would be one of the spots I looked at. Now, the only con that I can tell you about Whitney Ranch, I would say 2 cons. One is they're definitely on PG&E, which is a little bit more electricity bill. And number 2 is if you are someone who, let's say, works in Roseville or maybe works in Folsom or somewhere downtown Sacramento, it is definitely going to be a drive. That drive from getting off the freeway, from the 65 and getting up there to Whitney Ranch, probably about a 10-minute drive, 10, 12-minute drive. And then at times, 5 o'clock and 8 o'clock, the 65-80 connection tends to be a little bit of a bear. But outside of that, I don't really see too much as far as negative stuff going on with Whitney Ranch. Like I said, guys, if you're thinking Rocklin, if you're thinking the Sacramento metro area, Whitney Ranch is definitely that spot you should be checking out. Like I said, we've been moving a lot of people in the area, no complaints. They absolutely love it. And we love to work with you. All right, guys, this is Mark. See ya. Guess what, guys? The video just ended. But don't worry, we have more videos just like that one right over there. And if you missed that red subscribe button during the course of the video, we got you covered right there. Hit that subscribe button. We promise to bring you some amazing content. We won't let you down. Now, if you're looking for a team in the Sacramento metro area to work with, we'd love to talk to you one-on-one. We always include a Zoom link down below, so book a time where we can talk to you a little one-on-one, find out exactly what your real estate needs are.